Hi, everybody. We had a little bit of an issue with the resolution on Streamlabs here, so I had to turn it down a little bit. Because I've been trying to figure out what's been going on with some lagging stuff on the end, but I was thinking of, well, last weekend I was playing around with the settings and I thought, well, maybe this will work, and it turns out, no. It was actually, no, this computer can't handle higher resolutions. It's actually time for me to update my computer, because it's been 10 years since I've had my friend build a computer for me. So,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I had to spend $1,000 just to build this computer, and now I think it's time for a 2020s decade upgrade, you know?
Well, I guess it's time for you to take all that money you're saving for our switches and invest into a computer.
Well, I mean, no, I don't want to do switches first. I want to make sure that if there was a budget that everyone gets paid. But it's tough because, you know, there's no LLC here. There's no non-profit here, so it's kind of hard to do. So we're just doing this all as a hobby.
Dude, I would just rather you fucking get a new freaking computer at this point.
Well, I mean, I'm going to be doing it in the new year, so I got to reach out to my friend and see if if we can collaborate something and make something better. Or I'm just gonna get an alien from like those gaming computers that they always sell in those stores. Either way,
as long as the show work, it'd be fine with me. You know,
I would love to get a double monitor set up too, but my desk can't fit that, and I would have to get a completely new computer desk, which I might save if I ever get my own place, which will hopefully be soon. Because if I have my own, if I have the Dini layer, I'll be set. I can have like double everything.
Okay, Bruce,
like,
right?
so are you thinking about the double? Are you thinking with the double monitor to have like make it like an editing system or something?
God, I would have to learn how to edit. I've only done like the basic edit stuff. Anyway.
Maybe I can try to teach you.
The 2 minute intro is done. Let's get into the game.
Okay.
How did I get into this mess?
Why is still counting?
That's far enough. You can't run forever, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Oh, fuck!
What have I done wrong? Go ahead, Circus.
I not allow you to do blah blah blah.
But I'm just a simple defense attorney.
Silence! You are no longer worthy of your title!
Now, if you remember, that was the way that the entire game introduced itself to us. I've had this dream before, someplace, some time ago. As if this day was written into my destiny. Today I'll stand in court as a lawyer. To prove a killer innocent. Wow, the phone rang as soon as Kona started barking as soon as the phone started ringing on Phoenix's phone.
Poor girl. Poor Kona.
I don't even know what Kona's barking at. There's not even anyone at the door at this time of night.
Hi, Strawbad. Hi. I went late, Pete.
Can't even get your characters right. Hello, this is Phoenix Wright.
I think it's the chocolate I ate.
You don't look so well, dude. You're gonna prove me not guilty today, right?
What the fuck? He's right in front of us!
Yeah, he's playing mind games with us. If you please, Mr. Lawyer. Remember, it's not just me. Your precious friend's life is riding on today's verdict, too.
Now listen up. You better get Engard a guilty sentence, okay? If you get that creepy Slimebagger not guilty, I'll never forgive you. Ever.
Self asked if that was chocolate milk.
Chocolate milk for what?
And it flashed.
Oh.
Fuck.
You know, I gotta. They don't give me any type of alcohol, so I take what I get: chocolate milk, apple juice, orange juice, regular milk, water. Phoenix. Maya, how's Maya?
I don't know.
You don't know?
She hasn't tried to channel me since yesterday.
Mia, what? What am I supposed to do?
Well, like I said, for a lawyer, the worst of times are when you have to force your biggest smiles.
But
You can't give up. There's still some hope left.
Yeah,
stop
still,
it.
that was Ovaltine.
Stop it, please. There's nothing left. Not here, not anywhere.
Still been trying to figure out the chocolate milk mix from A Christmas Story. I'm like, that's Ovaltine.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I haven't seen that movie in a while.
I'll probably watch it on Christmas.
Ah, it's that accursed On Guard again. Will you leave me alone? Look, don't call me anymore. I mean it. You're really mean, pal. Ah, Gumshoe. I'm really, really sorry. Where are you? They let me join the investigation team and we're chasing after Dekilla, pal. Then you have some sort of lead? Sorry, but right now we've got 0 leads on the guy. But we're not going to give up. Gumshoe? Until the trial is over, until the verdict is handed down, we're gonna do everything we can and find Dekilla. If we can get Maya out, then you can get On Guard the guilty verdict he deserves, pal. That's true. I could do that if they found Maya first. You got that? So you have to do whatever you can to make the trial last longer. I have to make the trial last longer? If you go at Mr. Edgeworth with everything you've got, then you two can draw it out. Oh, now I get it. They want us to stall. I believe in you, pal. You and Mr. Edgeworth can do it. So, believe in us. We're going to give it all we've got just like you. Got it. Thanks, Gumshoe.
Hey, Phoenix. You understand now, don't you?
Bill says they're almost home.
Okay, you have something money will never be able to buy. Friendship.
Aww. This is like Yuki putting in the Millennium Puzzle when he's about to fight a Tem, and he's just looking back and he's like, I wished for friends, and now I got dozens of them. This is that moment right here.
Yep. It's the strongest weapon in the world, and you have it in abundance.
That is true. That is a simple fact of life. It's something money can never buy you. Unless, of course, there are people willing to just, like, take a yearly living just to be your friend for, like, 60 grand. But those don't last long.
Well, there's a lot of people out there who offer their fucking services for being a friend.
Yeah, and even then, like, it says, like, I quit. You don't even give me benefits.
Yeah.
Friends with benefits joke, okay.
Sexual benefit.
No, I'm talking about insurance. Health insurance.
I thought you were saying something different.
And especially with the term of friends with benefits, you know?
Yeah, that too. But I don't know. I don't know what their situation is with that, so I don't want to assume with anybody. And even then, that wouldn't even be legal. Yeah. Looks like we're coming to the end. I have to make the trial last as long as I can. Gumshoe will come through, I know it.
Trying to see what Self is saying, huh?
Okay.
I'm like 2 or 3 minutes away, they said.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Be right back, I'm home, they said.
Alright.
Court is now in session for the trial of Matt and Gar.
How was your concert, Your Honor?
Oh, it was fucking amazing. Now the wife wants to go see Kenny G, and I'm dreading it. Because I had to drag her to see my band.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor.
Now, as I recall, we concluded yesterday's session with a big mystery on our hands. The mystery being what exactly was Miss Adrian Andrews' role in this murder. That is to say, is she really connected to the crime itself? Mr. Edgeworth, if you would please inform the court of today's proceedings.
Adrian Andrews. She forged evidence that threw suspicion onto Mr. Angard, and then proceeded to escape the crime scene by wearing a nickel samurai costume. The guilt of these actions are those from which she cannot escape.
Then you're saying that she is guilty after all.
I'm not finished, Your Honor. I still have 4 trap cards laying on the field. You will never win, Your Honor.
Mr. Edgeworth, not now.
Alright, but you promised me that on Saturday night, you and me in a Yu-Gi-Oh card game.
Deal.
Oh, God.
The loser has to give up their rarest item, which I know for you is your gavel.
How about this? The loser wears a chicken suit to court next.
Oh boy, I cannot wait to be seeing you in your chicken suit. You got a done deal. I play meta. There's no way you can beat my deck. Miss Andrews has nothing to do with committing the actual murder. I would like to direct the court's attention to this card.
What is that? It looks like a shell.
It's a Pot of Greed card that I've had painted over to look like a shell, because everybody hates that card. This is the calling card of a certain assassin.
Assassin, you say?
Yes, Juan Carita was killed by a professional assassin. And the person who hired the assassin, his client, so to speak, is Matt Angard.
What a surprising turn of events!
Ow, I just hurt my head doing that. I would think it's become commonplace by now, Your Honor. I know what's going on this time, so I know that everything Edgeworth has said is true.
But we still have to hold out as long as we can. At least until Maya's safe and sound.
I wonder how the trial will turn out today.
Now then, please call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
The prosecution calls the defendant's mentor, Mr. Will Powers, to the stand.
Oh gosh, here we go.
Now then, Mufasa, your name and occupation, please.
Levi's not here to do it. Okay. I'm, Will Powers. I'm poor, underpaid action star.
And what is your relation to the defendant?
Well, I guess I'm sort of a lousy mentor to him, in a way. Yeah. Mr. Powers, please! You don't need to put yourself down so much. Sorry. Well, I guess I'm just kind of a nothing sort of guy.
Anyway, on the night of the murder, you visited the defendant's room. Is this correct?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
But, you know, I didn't actually get to see Matt when I went.
Not so fast, Powers. All you need to do is answer what you're asked. Now then, I would like you to please testify about when you went to Mr. Onguard's room.
Okay, sure.
You went from nervous Mufasa to the proud Mufasa. Oh god, now I'm just picturing Rafiki holding up a baby Matt Onguard while Will Powers is watching with Miss Oldbag.
Oh god, no! This is fucking curse! Stop!
And he's just like, this is like the alternate ending to Lion King where Simba actually turns heel and destroys Pride Rock more than Scar did.
After the voice ceremony, I went by myself to Matt's room. Matt was standing there in front of his room, still in the nickel samurai costume. He was talking with someone. At first, I thought it was the bellboy. I watched the two of them for a while, but then I gave up and went back. I had guests with me that night, and I couldn't make them wait for me. Nothing sounds out of place in Mr. Powers' testimony.
And talking with the bellboy is no big deal. Unless, of course, it's the horny one from the first game.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Oh no, Phoenix just had some flashbacks of that case. It's like, no, I don't want to have that trauma brought up again. If one assumes that the person Mr. Onguard was speaking with was an ordinary bellboy.
What are you implying?
Ouch, I gotta stop doing that to my forehead. Well, Mr. Wright, let's have your cross-examination, shall we?
Looks like we're in another sticky situation.
Huh?
A trap. Can't you smell it, Phoenix?
Well, he's got 5 face-down cards. They might be
It's a
spell
trap.
cards for all we know.
But for us to find out more, we're just going to have to charge in head first, right?
Alright, let's take down Mufasa.
Oh, what did I do to you, Mr. Wright?
Nothing. It's just my job. The defendant's room? Why did you go there?
Well, I'm his mentor, like a big brother of sorts, and I wanted to say congrats. What's wrong? Why did you stop? Mr. Wright?
What is it?
You're going to try to trick me into a corner, aren't you?
Yeah, if what you
Oh,
have to
shit.
if what you have to say is true, you shouldn't be tricked into a corner anyway. Huh?
I know, I'm just a poor unpaid action star, but I'm not the killer!
No one said you were, Mr. Powers.
Sure. God damn.
No, please, don't trick me. Every time you do your lawyer thing, the witness suddenly turns into the bad guy.
Every time? Witness, I will personally talk to the defense at a later time. So for now, please kindly cooperate and continue with your testimony.
Sorry. So, you went to the defendant's room and then...
Hey, wait a minute. When and how did I suddenly turn into the heel here? They're just putting a title on me for no reason.
You're trying to stall, damn it.
That too, but I mean, if we're stalling, don't take down my image, please. Are you sure that was Matt Onguard?
Yeah, I'm sure. He wasn't wearing the Nickel Samurai mask then.
If that's the case, then he really can't be mistaken. And what was the defendant doing standing in front of his own room? At first? What do you mean by that?
Well, he was in a bellboyish uniform, and he had a bottle of juice on a tray.
Sounds like an ordinary bellboy to me.
Yeah, but I didn't think he was a normal bellboy.
And why was that?
Why did I think that, Mr. Wright?
How am I supposed to know?
Sorry, but I can't remember right now. Sorry.
I guess I'm going to have to wait patiently on this one. You saw the two of them, the bellboy and the defendant, together, correct?
Yeah, the bellboy just wanted to say congrats.
Now, while you were watching the two of them, did you notice anything strange?
I did feel something weird. I think it was because Matt, he gave the bellboy a tip.
A tip? But that's a perfectly normal thing to do.
So, how long did you watch the two of them? Not more than a minute or two, I think.
So it was a quickie then.
I didn't say it.
You did.
I'm not denying it. So who are these guests you're talking about?
You guys, of course. You and Maya and little Pearl. I thought it would be really rude since I invited you guys if I disappeared on you. So I went back to my seat pretty soon after seeing Matt in the hallway.
This is like squeezing water from a stone. It's probably pointless to press further.
Do you remember this incident? Did Mr. Powers leave his seat that night?
I don't remember that happening at all. Maya was making such a racket in her hyper state. I ended up focusing on her.
I see. In any case, from his story, he probably wasn't gone for very long.
Interesting. So Maya was all like, la, 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 and Venus just like, oh my god, will she shut up? And she's like, nah, la, 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 la.
Yeah,
God,
it's like the
Like Homer Simpson gone crazy.
At first? What do you mean by that?
Sorry, my sinuses are draining in my throat right now. I didn't think he was a normal bellboy.
And why was that?
Why did I think that, Mr. Wright?
How am I supposed to know? Hey, wait a second. Actually, Mr. Powers, only a few minutes ago you stated...
I feel something weird. I think it was because Matt, he gave the bellboy a tip.
Could it be that you felt something strange about the tip-giving incident itself?
Ah, yeah, that's it. You really know your job.
Well, that's what I'm paid to do, Mr. Powers.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes, Your Honor.
This bellboy, he wasn't an ordinary one, was he?
Perhaps we should let the witness tell us.
Very well. Mr. Powers, please amend your testimony. You mean the bellboy, right?
So he gave the bellboy a tip. What's so strange about that?
You see, Matt's not a poor penny pincher like me. I was trying to figure out how much it was because the tip really shocked me.
How much it was?
But that was something even more surprising. Something more surprising happened. The bellboy was putting the tip he got in his pocket. And that's when I got my first good look at the guy's face. I was really shocked. I'm afraid I don't follow at all.
It sounds like Mr. Powers was surprised twice by this event. I wonder which of his shocking moments I should ask about. The defendant is a huge star. He can afford to give generous tips, wouldn't you agree?
Sure. But giving him that much was maybe a little too much, I think.
A little too much? Would you please clarify for the court? About how much would you say the defendant gave to the bellboy?
Honestly, I don't know. I can't even begin to guess.
Hey, Sylph.
Hey, Sylph. And
Hello,
why?
Sylph.
Because he gave the bellboy a really, really fat roll of cash.
A roll of cash?
Damn.
Come on, give me a roll of cash.
You can pimp it out, dude.
That certainly was a very generous tip, wasn't it?
Well, Sylph is Sylph officially here?
They didn't say.
Okay. Well, then I'll keep going until... funny...
Wait, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can.
Now we can!
Now we can.
Yay!
Alright, well, I'll just slip back into my alternate dimension. Yes,
Hold on,
for
get my stuff ready.
all this time, I'm actually alternate dimension Edgeworth. I'm not even really the main... I'm not even the main, universe's Edgeworth. I've actually come here through using... You can either go through the Funny Valentine method with the stand, or you can do one of the greatest Star Trek episodes ever made involving parallel universes. I'll let you decide.
And same with me as the alternate Mia.
Yes, the two of us need to go back to our original parallel universes, so until then, if you need to call on us, we will be back.
Until next time.
Alright. Gotta get in the... Hold on a sec. A very fat roll of cash. That can hardly be called a tip, Your Honor.
Well, I mean, depending on who it is, it can be. The judge is beginning to look awfully suspicious of us. There's nothing I could really object to here. I mean, who can argue that a fat roll of money isn't really odd?
So, supposing that the roll of cash was not a tip, then what was it?
Payment, Your Honor.
Payment?
Isn't it obvious for the murder of Mr. Juan Corrida?
Then the bellboy was the witness saw.
Yes, he was the assassin. Oh gosh, he looks so scared behind the stand.
Hold your horses now. Mr. Edgeworth, you don't have any proof of this, do you?
I didn't do it. Nobody's accusing you of doing anything. What makes you think it was about the murder? Mr. Powers, do you have something to confess to us?
Have I ever been unprepared to support my claims, Your Honor? I have here the card Shelley, the killer, left at the scene of the crime.
Whoa, you went all southern there for a second, Syl.
Yeah. Jelly the killer.
Southern Edgeworth. Oh god, he's got Edgeworth as a cowboy.
He is the person the police's special investigations team has been chasing for ages. I am certain that the person the witness saw was this very assassin, Shelley the Killer.
Really? What's wrong, Mr. Powers? Nothing. Something just clicked in my head, and I think I just figured out. Oh. Actually, I saw that bellboy later on that night.
What?
Mr. Powers, please testify. Tell us what you saw. Yes, sir. Right away.
Aw, Mufasa looks so happy to do this.
Oh my god, going back and forth with both these voices is really taking a toll on my vocal cords. This time, I was in that hallway because I had to go to the bathroom.
Do you need alternate reality willpowers to step in for a second?
Please, my voice is hurting.
Okay.
Okay.
Parallel universe. Willpowers is coming in. Oh god, Sylph, you were about to play the Star Trek theme. I was like, that's about to be so fitting.
I'm over here putting water, like, drinking water to calm him down, but it's not working. I want to go sleepy.
Just let me know when main universe willpowers comes back.
I'll stick to the judge tonight.
Okay.
Alright.
This time I was in that hallway because I had to go to the bathroom.
Your voice sounds a lot better with him.
Yeah, it does.
I had to go potty.
Little Mr. Powers needed to go potty.
Well, but someone pooed in the urinal.
Oh no.
Spoiler, it was Matt.
And that's when that bellboy I saw earlier came out of the room. Of course, when I say the room, I mean Juan Carita's room, not that terrible movie that came out 20 years ago.
At least that one doesn't have a hot tub, am I right?
What? Never
Don't
mind.
me.
Now that I think about it, that bellboy did seem kind of out of place. Yeah, so he had to be the assassin, I'm sure of it. I mean...
Thank you very much. That is all we need for now.
Huh? But I'm not done. There's still more.
Tell me more, tell me more.
Let us first establish that the bellboy was truly Mr. De Killer, then we shall see.
So the bellboy came out of the victim's room. And if the bellboy was really the assassin, then I think the answer is fairly obvious.
That would be correct, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, I believe it's your turn to entertain and make us laugh.
Ha 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 ha.
This isn't a laughing matter.
Look, he told me to make jokes.
Phoenix, what have I told you about taking the bait?
Make sure that it's a really good worm on the hook.
No.
Oh my god, you're like so useless.
Oh no, alternate reality Mia face coming in.
Yeah. Phoenix, listen to my other Mia.
Oh my god, why are there three Mias here? No, not three Mias.
Mia
Are you
Mayhem.
sure you're not? Are you sure you're not Junko Enoshima disguised as me?
Wait a minute. Since when did we start blending two franchises here? Now am I gonna suddenly come out of it like a portal or something, and then just come in and say, objection?
A crossover episode?
Can we get back to this? Like,
What's that reference to BoJack Horseman?
Oh no, we don't need to bring up BoJack Horseman. Yeah, so anyway, I really had to go to the bathroom. And what time did you have to go potty? I don't remember.
aww.
The award ceremony ended around 8 p.m., right? And I went to Matt's room pretty soon after that, and then I came back. And then I went to the bathroom. He's really contemplating about that bathroom.
Maybe he has to go potty now.
It's like that
Bro.
one bathroom at Dark Sea 2 where Mike Dawson just like stands there for like 3 minutes just contemplating. So I guess
No, it was that toilet from Star Rail where if you sit on it, it teleports you.
Or it could be the one toilet in Banjo-Kazooie where if you drill into it, it's got a Cheeto code page.
Wasn't there a fucking bathroom episode of Rocco's?
Even my bathroom is a bathroom! Oh. So I guess maybe it was around 8:10 p.m. by that time.
You're not one for details, are you, Mr. Powers?
What, do you want me to go into the whole thing of what I did in the bathroom, Your Honor? Because I don't think that's appropriate.
Please do.
Sorry. I thought I could maybe catch Matt and say my congrats. But Mr. OnGuard is not a Pokemon, Mr. Powers, even though you look exactly like one of those gym leaders.
Lysandra? Wait, no, he wasn't a gym leader.
Oh man, I could be a gym leader. I would probably be the Fighting Steel gym leader. Because there needs to be a Pokemon gym where it's 2 types instead of 1. I'll be the first one to combine 2.
There's already 2 types!
Lucario will be my main. Are you sure it was the same bellboy? Yeah. And how could you tell? All the bellboys wear the same uniform after all. But, you see, well, he had those stitches in his face. Ugh. So I'm sure it's the same guy that was talking with Matt.
So which room did the bellboy come out of?
Oh dear.
Oh, skipped it. The victim's room, huh? Yeah, the one with all the really pretty flowers and teddy bears. It was Juan's room, all right. Words cannot describe how screwed I am.
You don't know Pearly stole a bear.
Let's continue with the testimony, shall we?
A flower teddy bear or a teddy bear flower. Pick your choice.
I rather just have this.
So what exactly was so out of place about him?
Right. Why the insipid grin?
Maybe because I have no idea what damaging thing he's gonna say next? Well, the bellboy was empty-handed. Empty-handed? That bellboy was one of those room service people, right? But he wasn't pushing a cart and he wasn't holding a tray either. You'd call that a little strange too, wouldn't you?
I agree. That is a bit strange, Mr. Powers.
But is it really that unusual for a bellboy to be empty-handed? What should I do? Should I let Mr. Powers' testimony slide, or... There is nothing strange or unusual about an empty-handed bellboy. But there really, really is. There really, really isn't.
Oh god.
If you two are done being school children.
No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not.
Boys, enough trying to fight over whose dick is bigger. Stop.
Mine
Well,
is, by the way.
Phoenix is like...
Nope.
Phoenix is like...
Are we gonna do
yeah,
like fucking... Are we gonna like do a sword fighting? Come on, guys.
Phoenix is like, Mia, it's true. It really is.
Oh my
Not
god.
even known about your love life, Phoenix.
Phoenix, I already saw your dick. It's nothing to be impressed about.
Bellboys
I'm
are for
surprised-
room service. There's no reason for them to be empty-handed, ever.
This is gonna start to become a thing. Mia's gonna come in and, like, there's gonna be 3 Mias now.
Oh god.
Well, you're the one who introduced the fucking multiverse.
Yeah, you did.
The Mia-verse.
The Mia-verse.
Your Honor, I ask that the witness's previous statement be supplanted with this new one.
What if we started the Mia-verse? God, no.
What
Go
about
to the Miaverse.
Who's the judge?
Edgeworth. Are you gonna do whatever you can to make the bellboy look suspicious?
I see very well. This court recognizes and grants the prosecution request. Mr. Powers, if you could amend your testimony, please.
Yes, sir. I thought it was kind of strange for a bellboy to come out of a guest's room empty-handed. So you're saying that it's suspicious for him to be empty-handed? Yeah, really suspicious. I mean, when I first saw that bellboy, he was holding a tray in his hand, and there was a bottle of juice and a wine glass on it. Juice? What kind of juice was it? I'm pretty sure it was tomato juice.
If we could come up with some sort of reason as to why he would come out empty-handed, some sort of proof, then I think we can dodge the bullet on this one for now.
Proof, huh? Sounds like another job for the court record.
No.
Why are you singing the dungeon? Why are you singing the dungeon theme of Mario Brothers? Please be don't so quick to judge. But it's kind of a Powers family thing. Think of every person as a thief.
I hate to be part of that family.
Oh god, I guess a thief and an assassin are both sneaky and silent.
Like a fart. That's not the point,
Nowhere.
Phoenix.
That came out of nowhere.
In any case, if that bellboy was the assassin, it'd be very bad for us.
But he really is the assassin, you know?
Yes, but you can't give in yet. If you want to prolong this trial for as long as possible, you're going to have to pull some cheap tricks on this one.
Oh god, time to use my poker abilities.
Dude, you fucking lost your shirt the last time you played with me.
We do not need to bring up that night, Mia.
Oh, it's a...
You
Which
totally
Mia?
lost all your money to me.
Oh.
Mr. Powers. Yes? You're easily influenced by other people's words, aren't you? As soon as you heard that the bellboy might have been the killer, you got caught up in believing it must be true. But, isn't he really suspicious? He's got all those stitches, and... So, a baseball has stitches. Are you saying all baseballs are suspicious because they have stitches? Ooh.
Ooh.
Well, there's also... I mean, what about him being empty-handed? I would like to ask the court to please take a look here. This is... Oh, sorry.
This is the crime scene. You're trying to be the alternate judge.
No, there's gonna be another judge. There's gonna be other judges further on down the line, but not this one. There is a wine glass sitting next to Mr. Kurita's body. The liquid inside this glass is tomato juice. And now, if you would look at what is on top of the table in the lower right corner here, anyone can clearly see that is a tray with a bottle of tomato juice on it. The bellboy had just brought this to Mr. Kurita's room. He left the tray in the room, which is why he was empty-handed when he left. Ugh.
But... That would mean the bellboy had seen and left a dead body in the room.
Ah, but can you prove that Mr. Kurita was already dead at that time?
Yeah, Mr. Edward!
Yes. Yes.
I blame you for leading me down this route.
I'm terribly sorry.
What is with him? Why is he laughing?
Witness, isn't there one more thing you would like to share with us?
Is there?
The bellboy was empty-handed, or should I say empty-handed. I recall you had something interesting to say about his hands.
Oh my god, they were the most beautiful hands I've ever seen. Mr. Powers, you're not telling us that you have a hand fetish, are you? Is that really a thing? If not, I will make it one.
Well,
Oh,
a certain
no.
producer from a certain show had a foot fetish, so yeah.
Oh yeah, I almost
Well-
forgot. Huh? What? That bellboy, he was wearing gloves. Gloves? Yeah, pitch black leather ones. All the other bellboys don't wear gloves like that, right?
Black leather gloves. Is this
Ah.
the OJ trial now?
Yep, we're bringing that trial back.
No, jeez.
Why didn't you mention them earlier?
Sorry, it slipped my mind.
Oh my god, this is perfect. It's all over again.
Boy, does
Oh,
this
God.
make the bellboy look really suspicious. Now we're gonna ask the bellboy to have the gloves fit on him, and he's gonna have trouble putting them on.
Alright, hold on. I gotta do another quick.
Well, you have like an image of Chewbacca in the background.
Yeah. Oh no, that's South Park.
Hey, I
Alright.
wanted to make that reference.
Alright, gotta focus. I can't get lax here. So what if he had gloves? A lot of bellboys wear gloves. Come on, Mr. Wright, that bellboy was wearing black leather ones. So, a football is made of leather. Are you saying all footballs are suspicious because they're made of leather?
What the hell is this?
He's using the Chewbacca defense. And Mr.
Man,
Powers
Anyway.
and Mr. Powers has no debate powers, so he doesn't realize the one thing that Powers doesn't have in power is debate.
But that man, he received a large roll of cash from the defendant. Then he was seen leaving the crime scene wearing black gloves. I don't think that even someone like myself can believe he was just another bellboy.
Ugh. Does alternate reality Edgeworth need to come back for a second?
Yep.
Okay. I'm back. It seems that we have finally come to an understanding. Now then, witness, please continue with the rest of your testimony. The rest?
Oh yes, please tell us more.
Tell me more. Okay. Don't worry, Simba. I will get out of this. After leaving Juan's room, the bellboy went and knocked on Matt's door, just like that. He gave something to the person inside the room. Then the old guy just left without even going into the room. After that, I went to the bathroom and then back to my seat.
So the bellboy, after leaving the crime scene, went to the defendant's room.
Yeah, I kind of saw all that by accident. Some accident? I'd say you saw too much. And all of it was suspicious to high heaven.
I think it's safe to say that we can no longer consider this bellboy to be normal. Now then, let's get started, shall we? Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Is that what you saw while you were busy spying? Excuse me? I may be a poor, underpaid action star, but even I wouldn't stoop to spying.
Well, I think the point is where you did watch all this from, Mr. Powers.
Oh, from the door of the bathroom with my left eye, in a sort of sneaky, spy-like. I knew he was spying. Please, does it really matter if he was doing it over or underhandedly? What did the bellboy do next? That's all I care to know. I said, hold it! Okay. That's better. What kind of statement is that? Please elaborate and give us a few more details. Oh, okay. I should probably ask him only one question at a time. He gave something to this person? Yeah. And what was this something?
Drugs.
Weed. If I remembered what it was, I wouldn't be calling it a something, would I?
But this implies that something was removed from the scene of the crime. Are you really sure you can't remember, Mr. Powers?
I think it was something kind of small.
This is an incredibly crucial piece of information. Please try to remember what it was.
I'll try.
In the meantime, let's talk of another point, namely what the bellboy did next.
Oh, so after he gave the person inside the room the thing.
Oh, like the movie.
Thing.
Where did this bellboy go after he left Mr. Onguard's room? He opened the door to Viola Hall. Went in there, and who knows after that, right? Ugh, I do. Did you see anything strange, suspicious, or just out of the ordinary at that time? Oh yeah, I saw that one thing. What? He saw something else? There was this jittery alien with a ray gun. It was watching Ron's door like some sort of stalker.
What the
The judge is so spurred out over the fact that there are now aliens coming into the mix.
Alternate universes and Trekkie references, okay.
Your Honor, are you a Trekkie?
Yes, I am.
Okay, well then you should name me all the captains of every single show.
Captain, fuck you.
Well, I got nothing for that.
Oh, never mind. I thought there was a cut in my water bottle, but no, it was just hair.
I think we could forget about the alien. Well, Mr. Powers' testimony just now was just as vague as his first.
It's a little troublesome, isn't it? But I'm sure if you press him enough, everything will become clearer. Although, that just makes it harder on us, doesn't it?
Ugh, talk about a lose-lose situation. I said hold it! Okay. That's better. What kind of statement is that? Please elaborate and give us a few more details. Oh, okay. I should probably ask him only one question at a time. So who took this something the bellboy handed off? Actually, I don't know. What do you mean? I'm sorry, but I only saw the person's arm.
Only an arm.
Then you're saying you didn't see the person's face? Yeah.
I would like to summarize the testimony up to this point, if you don't mind. When the bellboy left the crime scene, he immediately went to the defendant's room. There, he handed a small item of some sort to the person inside. As for the person who received the item, all you could see was the person's arm.
Yes, it was just like that.
Mr. Edgeworth, is this all really that important?
Of course, Your Honor. I think this is of the utmost importance. And this is when whatever was removed from the crime scene was handed over to the client.
Ignore the noise of that duck.
That's my ringtone.
I didn't even hear the duck.
I thought you were talking about Elliot for a second. Mr. Powers, please try to remember what was the bellboy's handed off.
Well, let's see. I think it was snow.
If you remember, please add it to your testimony.
Yes,
I am
sir.
not bullshit.
I am going to that Kenny G concert, and I'm not wasting another minute.
I don't want to go to Kenny G. My wife likes Kenny G.
This is alternate reality, Judge. He wants to go, but his wife doesn't.
She's the one who wanted to go to the Beastie Boys concert.
If I saw it again, I could say for sure, but I think it was some sort of wooden statue. A statue? Yeah, it kind of looked like one, I guess. If I saw the actual thing again, I'd probably remember, you know? Looks like for this trial to proceed, I'm going to have to come up with whatever this statue thing is and show it to him.
You're going to have to trust your instinct on this and take a chance, Phoenix.
Okay, Peppy Hair.
Well, Mr. Powers, please continue with your testimony. I don't have all day. What did the bellboy do after that?
Well, we have something like that in our possession.
What was the point of that pregnant... Oh, sorry. What was the point of that pregnant pause?
Oh, you know, it has to take 9 months for me to get my answer out.
Where did the objection come from? Well, speak up.
It was me, Your Honor.
What is it, Phoenix?
I have a feeling that something bad is going to happen once I show this.
Mr. Wright, if you have something to say, please spit it out.
Yes, Your Honor. Okay, Phoenix, deep breath. Mr. Powers, the something you saw. Was it this item? Oh, hey, that's it. That's the something. Wow, Mr. Wright, you really figured it out.
I recall we found this at Matt and God's mansion.
At the defendant's house?
Oh, I'm so scared.
What does this mean?
It's simple, Your Honor. Shelley the Killer assassinated Juan Carita in his room. And then he stole this wooden bear from the scene of the crime.
Then the bear is found at Mr. Ungar's mansion would mean...
It goes without saying, Your Honor. Mr. Matt and God is the killer's client.
Order! 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 I said order! Mr. Wright, this is the most unfortunate turn of events for you.
Oh, I would hate to be Lemony Snicket right now. Yeah. Sorry, Mia.
No, it's alright. Your judgment was sound. Actually, I figured the bear would come up. If not now, then it would have later on. Even if you hadn't shown it to the court, I'm sure your friend Edgeworth would have.
Ah, I almost forgot that he knew about it too.
I think it's clear that there is no need for us to continue this trial.
I can't let this happen. I have to do something. There has to be something we've overlooked. Your Honor, a minute, please?
Yes, Mr. Wright.
There are still a few points left that we have not fully explored.
What are you trying to pull?
Oh, well, we can't have that. Alright, Mr. Wright, what questionable point would you like to explore further?
There was one thing in Mr. Powers' testimony that was very unclear, and that is the identity of the person who received the bear. He gave something to the person inside the room. I'm sorry, but I only saw the person's arm. As long as we don't know who it was that took the bear, we can't be sure of... Ah! Don't tell me you were playing Luigi's Mansion while we were talking.
What?
What is it, Mr. Powers? If you're going to scream like that, then at least give us a good reason why.
Oh yeah, sorry. Actually, so, I remembered. I remembered who took the bear. What?
Really?
I mean, I only saw his arm, but the arm. It was the Nickel Samurai's arm. I swear it. You've got to be kidding!
Are you sure of that, Mr. Powers?
Yeah, I'm sure it was the Nickel Samurai. Oh, please don't kill me.
Order, order! It looks like you dug your own grave yet again.
How many times is that today? I've lost count.
So, the person who took in this little bear was the Nickel Samurai. And as we all know, Matt and God is the Nickel Samurai.
That's true. I hate it.
Thanks to your defense, we made that all clear.
What am I supposed to do now? Nia, help.
You don't have time to act lost. We've got to find another angle to attack this from. Hurry!
There's only so many trap cards I have. Your Honor.
Again, Mr. Wright. We've already removed any and all questionable areas of this testimony.
The way you said that, Circus, it's almost like the judge is sitting there with his hands in his face going, now again, Mr. Wright, oh boy, here we go. Another one of your wild antics.
Yep.
Like, even when
It's
we go,
about
we have more
time
of
you
your
were-
bullshit.
It's about time you were removed from this court, Mr. Wright.
I have to find something. Even one more little point will do. There are still questions left unanswered.
What are you trying to pull?
Oh, well, we can't have that. Alright, Mr. Wright, what questionable point would you like to explore further? And the voice actress is like, oh my god, it's done!
I think we're all like that.
I think it's fairly obvious that the bear itself is very questionable.
The bear, Mr. Wright.
This was found at Mr. Onguard's mansion. However, Mr. Onguard was arrested at the hotel that night, which means that since the murder occurred, he has not had a chance to go home.
Oh,
I think Your Honor has already figured out what I'm trying to say. It is not possible that it was Mr. Onguard who took this bear to his mansion.
well, why? That's very true. We didn't just at that point, Mr. Wright. There is no way, time-wise, for the defendant to have taken the bear home.
Phew! Disaster averted. Oh, fuck.
You haven't gotten the best of me yet, Mr. Wright.
Huh?
I remember it clear as day.
And it just got dark all of a sudden.
I remember what you muttered to yourself at God's mansion.
You've been peeping in on my conversations?
We have this area completely surrounded. There is no way for him to escape.
I can't believe it. That butler. All this time, he was the killer.
The killer and On God were working together, so to speak. Then the killer was hiding at On God Mansion as his butler.
What a bold move.
The bear figurine was brought back to God Mansion by the killer himself. When it looked like he was about to be arrested, God had him do so. I assume because it would have been bad had the police found it during their investigation. Well, Mr. Wright, you've been quiet for a while now.
This is too much. Isn't there anything I can attack at all?
I think we've heard enough. We now know why this bear figure was at the defendant.
Are you chewing something, Sylph?
Oh, sorry, I'm just, I got some boba tea and, I'm trying to get the pearls.
Oh. It sounded like you were eating chocolate pretzels.
As well as who was that received the bear from in his room. Everything has become very clear. The client who had hired the assassin to commit the murder was Mr. Matt Ongard. I see no reason for this trial to continue, therefore I will now hand down my verdict.
Thank you, Your Honor, for your understanding. You see, Mr. Wright, you could not win against the truth, could you? And you get away from the trash right now, cat.
I knew it would turn out this way. After all, what Edgeworth has stated is the truth.
Any last objection, Mr. Wright?
Well, do I? What should I do?
Hey!
I will now...
There's only one way for me to drag this trial out. The only thing I have left is this one dirty trick. Your Honor, right now we have these two reasons to believe my client is the assassin's client. Reason number one, he accepted the bear figurine from the assassin. Reason number two, that very same figurine was found at On Guard Mansion. However, it's possible this is all the work of a certain other person.
What are you saying?
What I am saying is, it's possible a different person is the killer's real client.
The real client?
Yes.
Tisk, tisk. Is this all you have?
Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your theory. Who do you say is the killer's real client and therefore the real murderer? Adrian Andrews.
Yes, we already know that she tried to frame Matt Ongard for the crime. By wearing a spare nickel samurai costume. Ugh. Then the nickel samurai's arm that I saw. That could have very well been Miss Andrews.
What about Mr. Ongard?
If you would please recall yesterday's testimony, the defendant was taking a nap during the break period.
That's right. Then, finding this figure at Mr. Ongard's mansion.
It was a well-laid trap set by Miss Andrews.
Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion on this?
I can't even begin to count the flaws in the defense's logic. Besides which, there is no evidence to support it. However, I can't fully discount its possibility either.
Uh-oh, the crowd is not having it.
Come anyone tell Ungar did it! I can't believe the defense would go so far to pin the guilt on someone else. Yeah!
Unbelievable!
This is to save Maya. This is to save Maya. He's just rocking back and forth in his chair while he's saying this. Even if the whole world turns against me, this is one fight I can't give up on.
Order, order, order! Undisrupted parties will be forced to leave the courtroom.
Your Honor, for the benefit of the defense, I'm willing to play along with his what-if game.
His what-if game, Mr. Edgeworth?
The prosecution is prepared to challenge the defense's theory. Mr. Wright, even you must have thought it strange and wondered. Why would the criminal want this little wooden bear?
He's right. Day Killer did specially bring that bear to On Guard right away. Why do you ask? Is there something special about it?
Absolutely. And I'm sure that once the court knows its significance, the true killer's identity will become crystal clear. Your Honor, the prosecution calls upon a witness who will clear all doubts against Miss Andrews.
And who would that be?
It's quite simple, Your Honor. Miss Adrian Andrews herself.
Oh, fuck me. Here we go.
I see. Well then, the court will take a short 10-minute recess. The prosecution will prepare itself in that time. In the meanwhile, I'll be calling my wife about canceling Kenny G.
Ooh, she gonna be mad.
As you say it with the southern twang. Oh, she gonna be pissed.
You're gonna get frying pan up your ass when you get home.
Oh god, somewhere in a parallel universe, there's a southern Edgeworth just riding in on his horse.
Yes, Your Honor.
Dude, I was watching this TV show called The Torkelsons. They were doing a cowboy Romeo and Juliet play, and it was so weird.
I mean, that's like a top the redneck version.
Oh, I knew it was a good idea to hold her hostage. Don't you agree, Mr. Lawyer? But I never thought in your desperation you'd try to pin the guilt onto Adrian. I swear this demon will pay.
Mr. Nick!
Pearls, where's Mia? And how was Peach's birthday cake?
It was amazing. I don't know. A really strong power suddenly called her away.
A really strong power.
Maya.
Oh, Mr. Nick, your phone is...
It's from Gumshoe. How's it going? Have you been hanging in there, pal? Yeah, sort of. We just barely found something to latch onto. Whew, that's good, pal. And what about you? Anything yet? Have you figured out where Day Killer and Maya are? We still don't have any leads, but... What? We don't have any more time! If we just had one, even a single clue would be really helpful. I was only able to come this far because I kept thinking to myself, I've got to keep the trial going until Maya's been rescued. But have I just run out of luck this time? Is all our hope for naught? A tent. Huh? A tent. I could see a circus tent. Mia!
It looks like Maya was unconscious until just a few minutes ago. As soon as she woke up, she called for me.
So it was Maya that called you away.
She's locked in a dusty little room right now. But I could see a circus tent outside the window about 300 feet away.
Gumshoe, is there a circus in town right now? There's only one, pal, the Berry Big Circus. Maya is somewhere within a 300-foot radius of the main tent. What? Okay, hold on a sec, pal. Hey, draw a circle on that map about a 300-foot radius from the main tent. Hurry!
And I can see a mailbox under the window, just outside.
Gumshoe, there's also a mailbox. Okay, what else? What else, Mia?
I'm sorry, but it was a very small window. I couldn't see anything else. It felt like I was in an old office building, maybe the 3rd floor or so.
I heard her. An old office building. Good stuff, pal. Okay, just hang in there. Just a little longer, pal. Wish us luck. Good luck. I'll call you later, so don't let your battery die, okay, pal?
Beep.
Mia, Maya's not hurt, right?
She's in a pretty bad state, Phoenix. She's being starved.
Gumshoe, please hurry.
Looks like we're out of time. Are you alright, Phoenix?
It's only a matter of time before Maya's rescued. I could do this. I just have to make this trial last a little longer. And after this, we're just gonna have a gourmet of burgers.
Nom 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 nom.
Oh,
Hi, Elf.
The categories.
he wants a burger.
Court will now redeem.
The killer, the man who murdered the victim, handed this to his client. From this, one obvious question arises. Why this particular item? I believe the answer to that question will provide us with the name of the real culprit. Now then, the prosecution calls the defendant's manager, Adrian Andrews, to the stand. There she is. Currently, the witness is accused of tampering and obstruction of justice. However, you have been called to the witness stand today to ascertain who exactly is guilty of murder.
I understand.
Very good. Now, have you ever seen this bear before, Miss Andrews?
Of course I have.
You have seen it before.
That's right, it's only natural that the witness has. Miss Andrews, could you please enlighten the court to this bear's secrets?
All right.
Why? Why does she...
Get away from the bags.
Actually, this is an elaborate puzzle. If you know the correct order, it can be taken apart one piece at a time. At its center is a small cavity with just enough room to store a small item. Because of its complexity, if you don't know the order, you can't open the bear. You really can't tell that it's a small jewelry box just by looking at it.
Elliot got a paper towel out of the trash that had peas in it.
What the hell?
This is why you don't make peas
this-
in food.
Oh,
So
I didn't
this-
want the peas, but they put it in the rice anyway.
So this figurine, it's a container of sorts, isn't it? I know, Elf, right?
Elliot's echoing too. Hi.
Yes, looks can be deceiving, wouldn't you agree?
Yes, that is a superb craftsmanship. Oh yes, I nearly forgot. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
It looks like there really was something to that bear after all.
A puzzle.
I need the alternate judge to come in real quick. This judge needs to go to the bathroom.
Okay, you need alternate reality judge, okay.
That's right.
Oh, the alternate judge is Sylph, so you'll have to do the judge voice.
No. But it looks like an ordinary figurine.
Well, you said,
Hmm.
True enough. To people who don't know, I'm sure they would never guess that this was a puzzle. So what kind of puzzle is this exactly? So you can take it apart? And how would one go about doing that?
Well, you turn its tail to the right and then push it in.
Oh, yes, I see.
After that, the arms and legs are free to move and can be removed.
Ooh, this is most interesting. I want a bear like this.
A boy and his new toy. It's like he's 5 all over again.
Let me live my childhood. Bear, 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 bear. Bear on the right, bear on the left, bear on the right, bear on the left. Oh, I'm
Wooden
feeling
bear.
a bit grizzly.
Wooden bear, you're the one.
Wooden bear, you're the one. Oh, don't mind me, don't go ahead and carry on.
You make the Kenny G concert lots of fun. I think he's lost
Kenny
it.
G! Who said Kenny G here? Order! Get out of my courtroom!
So what did you find? Oh, so what do you find after you take the puzzle apart? Oh, Circus back.
Yeah, I had to go. I just got back.
And how do you know about this?
I know, because I was the one who bought it.
Huh?
It was a souvenir from when a friend and I went to Switzerland.
Then this was a present from you?
That's right. It was a puzzle in the shape of a bear, so I thought it would be perfect for one.
So it was a present from Miss Andrews.
Witness, let's continue with your testimony.
So who exactly knew how to solve this puzzle?
Only the two of us, Juan and myself. It was a souvenir from Switzerland. So I doubt there are many people with the same bear in this country.
Well, it looks like it can be easily broken. Especially if someone wanted to get what's inside.
Well, it's a toy. But it can never be the same once again when it's broken.
Who else knows that this bear is actually a small container or jewelry box?
I never told anyone. And as long as Juan never told anyone either, then only the two of us knew.
The two of you, huh? Then of course that means Mr. OnGuard didn't know, right? No answer. I think this is about all I'm going to get for now.
Well, Mr. Wright, I think even you have come to realize that there is one very important fact we have uncovered, and that is this. This bear is actually a jewelry box. Now that we have agreed to this point, there's only one logical question that can come next, and that is this. What is inside the box?
The box? What's inside?
What's in the box?
Is it a picture of SpongeBob at the Christmas party?
That's right, that's what we are going to find out next. Witness.
Yes?
You are the only one who can open this. Please.
Your omnipotence, have mercy. There's a painful silence hanging over the courtroom. All eyes are on Miss Andrews now as she solves the puzzle and takes the bear apart. Click.
I've opened it. Is this what you wanted?
What is that? It looks like a note.
Oh no, is it the note that I think it is? Oh fuck. I don't think
shit.
we need to guess at what that is, do we, Mr. Wright? It's the unsub to life note.
The self-deletion note.
The self-deletion note led by Juan Carita's former manager, Celestin Pax. Until now, no one knew of its whereabouts, but just as we suspected, it was hidden. Hidden by the victim, Juan Carita himself.
Oh, shit.
Where the fuck would he keep it?
It seems Celestin Pax had very beautiful handwriting. And she just as beautifully signed her own name on this document. This is most definitely the note she left right before she committed Game End.
Order! Witness, do
You wait
you know
for-
this? And someone take that cat out of my courtroom, please!
Yes, I did. I heard all about it from Juan. And when I discovered his body, I looked for the bear. I wanted to destroy the note before it became public. But I couldn't find it anywhere.
Because it had already been taken by the killer.
Everything is going at Mr. Edgeworth's pace. So now that the end note has been found, what's the next logical question?
What is
On the
written
note.
on the note?
That's right, at least that's what I would think.
Now then, I believe it is only appropriate the contents of this note be made known.
I can't stop you, can I? I went through so much just to get my hands on it. And I was going to burn it for her sake.
I'm deeply sorry, but I can't allow you to persuade me to stop. Your Honor, if you could please read the contents of the note aloud.
Very well.
The judge's voice rang loud and clear through the deathly silent courtroom. In her note, Celestin Pax left to us a record of all that had happened to her. About being used and then thrown away by On Guard. About being engaged to Carita and On Guard's role in destroying that. And about how she decided in her despair to end it all.
And that's all Miss Impacts had to say.
There's only one thing I would like to say here. The prosecution has no interest in slandering Mr. Ungod.
Then what?
Our intention, Your Honor, is to establish a motive for murder. Isn't that correct, witness?
Yes. On the night of the murder, Juan was going to make the contents of this note public. After the post-ceremony show, he was going to hold a press conference.
My word.
Matt and God values above all else his refreshing like a spring breeze image. Which is why he had to stop this note from being made public. At any cost.
Oh, crowd's not having it.
It's on God's fault that woman ended herself.
And all that time you just went so fuck. I will go fuck myself then.
Now that,
There's no room for doubt here. Mr. the Killer's client's goal was to obtain this end note. And the only person who needed this note that badly is the defendant.
Edgeworth, I can't hear you. There are people screaming in the stands right now.
And the only person who needed this note was the defendant. Can you hear me now, Mr. Wright?
Considering that your microphone is blaring into my ears and blood is gushing out of my eardrums, as I can hear you.
Let's not forget that the bear with the note inside was found at the defendant's house.
It seems that we have come to the truth at last.
It's about time, Your Honor. I had to bandage my ears after that.
The defendant's motives were entirely selfish. He deserves no sympathy from anyone.
How am I supposed to escape from this one?
Why the hesitation, Phoenix? Gumshoe hasn't called yet, so you know what you must do.
Oh, really? I still have to stall? God
Wait a
damn it.
Can I do the thing?
I know. I have to carry on and buy him some more time. Okay. There are 2 deadly pieces of evidence, the figurine and the note. Maybe somehow I can find a way out of the situation through one of those.
The gavel is already in the judge's hand, Phoenix. Hurry!
Yeah, Mr. Wright.
The note or the figurine? Which one of these should I pursue? Please wait, Your Honor. They're not gonna let me go.
Oh man, look at that lawyer. He's still going at it.
It's like he doesn't care that he's trying to get a kill off the hook.
Oh god, not. The assassin took this with him from the crime scene after murdering Mr. Kurita. At the request of his client, of course.
So what's your point, Mr. Wright?
Your Honor, can you gavel so that the people could shut up, please? I don't think it's possible that Mr. Daykiller's client was Matt Ongard. In fact, I think there is a contradiction here. You can't tell just by looking at it that this bear is really a jewelry box. The chances that Matt Ongard thought the note was inside this bear are 0 to none.
Oh, I didn't think of it that way.
Exactly, but I did think of it that way, and I thought it was rather strange. After all, there is no reason why Mr. Ongard would ever want a jewelry box like this.
Or for him to know it was one.
Order, order, order! You make a valid point, Mr. Wright. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion?
It was just a flash, but I think I did rather well on this one.
Unfortunately, I think he believes differently.
I believe a show of appreciation is in order.
Huh?
The defense seems to be in love with wishing more despair upon itself. I would like to direct the court's attention to this.
What's that?
It is a very small video camera, Your Honor. This type of camera is commonly used as a means of spying.
Spying?
What the? I thought that spy camera was in my possession.
You thought wrong, Mr. Wright. Matt and God and the victim both thought of the other as their biggest rival. They even went so far as to use this type of item to find each other's weaknesses.
And
The victim, Juan Carrito, was being spied on. His personal life was being watched by none other than Matt and God.
order! Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
you didn't tell me you knew about your client's spying activities.
Well, sort of.
Sort of is not an acceptable answer, Mr. Wright.
He wasn't asked about.
I see you are confused, Mr. Wright. You're probably thinking, but I have the camera that was stuffed in the bear's in the bear's eye. But this camera that I have is not that same one. Last night, I searched the victim's house on a hunch. Using this.
Gumshoe's bug sweeper.
By the way, Mr. Wright, the defendant's fingerprints were all found on this camera.
That Argo's fingerprints were on there.
Ow! Well, Phoenix? It looks like those cameras were hidden all over the place, huh?
What am I supposed to say to that evidence?
I think this is the end. It's fairly obvious that Mr. On-God learned of this. The end is note through this. He's watching the victim all along.
He got me good this time. I don't have anything to counter that. And there goes the crowd again.
Hey, now what's that lawyer thinking?
Mommy, is that man the bad killer guy?
The way he's saying was just so ew, nasty.
Oh,
Phoenix.
you're nasty.
No, you're nasty.
Yes, Chief.
Have you figured out what you're going to do next yet?
I can't hear you, Mia.
What are you doing next, Phoenix?
What am I going to do next? Is running away like a frightened child work?
I know it seems like Mr. Edgeworth is very close to putting the lid on this case, but his eagerness to prove his point, he forgot one very important thing.
Well, what is it, Mia?
There's a piece of evidence that he really should investigate.
Something he should investigate?
I would really hate to see the good prosecutor get scolded for not remembering to look into the item when he had the chance.
Why are you speaking in riddles all of a sudden?
Alright, I think it's time to finally understand everything. Well, Mr. Wright, you don't have any further objections, do ya?
What is this piece of evidence that Mia's talking about? Can I figure out what it is that still needs to be looked at, or should I let it go? I have an objection, Your Honor.
That was about the weakest objection I've ever heard, Mr. Wright.
Your Honor, the defense has no intention of letting this go so easily.
You're beginning to sound desperate.
That's just your imagination, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth, this is not like you at all. In your eagerness to prove your point, you've forgotten one very important thing.
Hey, isn't that what I just said?
Go complain to H. Bomber Guy.
So you're telling me that I forgot something?
You're so close, Mr. Edgeworth. But there's something you really should examine about this piece of evidence.
That is Miss Impact's suicide note, right?
Who knows? I mean, sure, this note was found inside this bear, but this bear was in my possession until only a few moments ago. Which means the handwriting on this note has yet to be analyzed.
Oh.
So, as to whether this pivotal piece of evidence was really written by Miss Impax or not. That has yet to be even remotely confirmed.
Mr. Wright, you can't be seriously being suggested.
Mr. Wright. You're saying that this note is a fake?
Miss Andrews, you are the one who tried to pin this murder on Mr. OnGuard. Who's to say you didn't create a fake note and put it into this bear?
How dare you?
Your Honor, the defense is indiscriminately accusing the witness again. There is no evidence linking the witness to the end note whatsoever.
But if this is a fake, then the witness is the only person who could have made it.
What?
Recall the witness's testimony concerning this figurine. The only person other than the victim who could solve the puzzle is the witness herself. Miss Andrews, you wrote this note, didn't you? You wrote it so you could use it to frame Matt OnGuard.
I did no such thing.
Right, if you're going to pronounce this end note a fake. Hold on a sec. Then show this court some evidence to support your theory.
Mr. Edgeworth, you are the one who presented this scrap of paper as evidence. That means the burden of proof lies with you, the prosecution.
Ugh.
That's enough! Mr. Edgeworth, can you confirm the handwriting on this end note?
It is as the defense has stated. The handwriting has yet to be analyzed.
In that case, it seems yet again we have reached the point where the verdict is impossible.
Impossible. That's impossible.
Uh-oh, the crowd's riling up again.
This isn't good, Phoenix.
The judge is going to carry this trial over one more day. I don't think Maya will physically be able to make it another day.
Wait, how long has she been kidnapped?
2 days.
Wait, hold on.
I didn't want to have to do this, but I have no choice. I request that both the prosecution and defense further investigate. Handwriting.
Oh god, that audience crowd is getting louder.
I think we've reached the end of the line.
Oh no, they're now chanting guilty, 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 guilty.
She died of dehydration before starving.
Oh yes, dehydration will take you out first before starvation.
What is that sound?
It's gumshoe. Like, I think you can go 2 or 3 days without water, but you can go a week without food. Hello, gumshoe? What is with him? And what's with that sigh?
Oh no.
Where's Maya? What happened? Did they kill her? He got away. What? I'm sorry, pal. I really am. I don't know what to say besides I'm sorry. I wish there was some way to make it up to you. I really do. Anyway, what's going on? We found his hideout, pal. But the 2 of them were already gone.
This is terrible.
I'm going to keep looking for them, pal. Don't you worry. I just need a little more time. But don't tell me we don't have any more.
Guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty, guilty,
Guilty! Now let's play my game. Guilty!
I mean, guilty.
Do you hear that? They're calling for his head. Mr. Wright, I can't. For us to come this far and... Oh! What is it? Let me talk to Mr. Edgeworth. I can't do that.
Throw him the phone.
Mr. Wright, would you please get a hold of yourself?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm about to end today's proceedings. You may take your phone calls after.
Hold on, Your Honor. Edgeworth, catch!
Oh,
Mr. Edgeworth! Please, you've got to buy us some more time.
court is in session.
He just turned on the phone and just like... That's gonna be a meme in and of itself. Phoenix just throws a phone and it's just some random audio on the other line. He's like, court is in session. Just random people. Every single time he throws the phone.
Yes. Somebody make that a meme. Make that meme happen.
I think. Well, I have to see what the anime looks like. If it's doable, we maybe got something.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, you were saying.
Mr. Wright, your court, this is a court of law.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, but
I'm reluctant to do this, but however, it appears I have no choice but to suspend proceedings until tomorrow.
hey, he really wanted to get out that Kenny G concert, but he has no alternative. This time I really can't do anything.
Court is now adjourned for the day. Man, I need this break.
Please wait, Your Honor.
Edgeworth?
What is it, Edgeworth?
I humbly request another 30 minutes of Your Honor's time.
For what purpose?
We can perform the necessary test on this piece of paper in that time.
But can you really obtain your results in 30 minutes?
I believe we can, Your Honor.
But wouldn't it be better if we adjourn for today and reconvene tomorrow?
30 minutes, please, Your Honor. That's all I'm asking for.
Please, Your Honor.
Very well. At the prosecution's request, this court will take 30 minutes.
Prostitution!
At the prostitution's request.
The very different occupations, Your Honor.
We're now going to take a 30-minute break, but then the action will continue afterwards.
Bring in the stripper.
Bring in the dancing lobsters.
No, get away from my trash.
But please advise that I will not allow another recess today.
I'm not sure if this is helping or hurting us.
The court will now take its final recess of the day. Gotta call my wife, tell her it's gonna be another 40 minutes before I get home. She's already pissed she's missing this Kenny G concert.
Right. Well, what's going on with Maya's situation?
They kill her. It looks like he got away again. 30 minutes? We can't find her in that time.
Me?
Report.
Is that Mr. Edgeworth?
No, it's your grandmother. Of course it's Mr. Edgeworth, you bumbling fool. Now, we don't have time to spit it out.
Right. It looks like we just missed them, sir. But the killer left a few things behind by accident in his rush to get away.
A few things.
Can we use any of them as evidence? Oh, I thought you'd ask, pal. I've got the things he left with me right now, and I'm on my way over. Really?
That's odd. Any items like that are usually sent to the crime lab first.
We don't have time to wait for those guys, sir. When those guys weren't looking, I swiped the stuff and ran.
What?
Well, I'm not a detective anymore, so I had to. I'm really sorry, sir, but I've got to put the law on hold for now. Sounds bad. I hope he doesn't get in too much trouble over this.
What are they gonna do, fire him?
Yeah.
With my hunk of junk car, I'd say it'd be there in about 20 minutes, sir. Don't worry, I'll be there. Wait for me.
I don't know why, but I'm imagining that he has a car like the one from Uncle Buck. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
So, all right, just get here in one piece.
I'm on a mission and no one can stop me now, sir. No one. I'm pulling out all the stops and running every red light.
He's on a mission from God.
Items left by the murderer, huh? Maybe there's something among them that will be decisive enough to end this.
What the fuck?
What the?
Hey, what's wrong? Detective Gumshoe, answer me.
No one can stop me.
He got into an accident, didn't he?
Oh, god damn it, Dick. What happened?
It sounded like he had an accident. I'm guessing his cell phone broke as well.
What was he thinking? We've got to hurry and call for help.
But we have no idea where he is. His cell phone is broken and he wasn't driving in a patrol car, so no radio either. Also, we don't get to those items before they do, the police will take possession of them.
No, we can't let that happen.
Well, if there's a way we can find out where he is, then we stand a chance.
Why, oh why did Gumshoe have to get into an accident now? Is there any way to find out exactly where he is at this moment? That's right, there is a way.
What? How?
I'm sure we can find out where Detective Gumshoe is through this.
Why? Are you bringing up Franziska at a time like... Oh, I see. I'll try to get in contact with her. The chances are slim, but she's all we have.
Franziska. Will she even want to help us? Edgeworth.
What is it?
I don't have any right to judge anyone ever again. I know my client is guilty, but what I'm doing now, I'm pinning the guilt onto someone totally innocent and using the evidence to do so. It might be my turn to say Defense Attorney Phoenix Wright chooses death.
Right. It doesn't suit someone like you to cry useless tears. Whether you did your job well or not, that can only be seen after the verdict has been decided.
The verdict? Is Prosecutor Edgeworth here?
Yes, bailiff.
There's a phone call for you, sir. They said it was extremely urgent.
They're probably finished with the handwriting analysis. I have to go take this call. In the meantime, think hard about what it is you must do. I'm gonna take some ice.
Then what are you gonna do with the ice?
Let it melt.
Why?
So I can drink it and...
Oh, you don't chew ice?
I shouldn't, because I have fillings.
Anyways, we gotta wait till next Wednesday to find out on the next episode of Ace Attorney.
It will be the last. It will be the last part of this game.
Of the year!
Of the year. And then what do you think we're gonna do next year, Circus?
Go get kidnapped by a fucking bear.
And not just any bear, I just let no. Yeah.
Monokuma!
Yeah, I'll be back, but guess where it takes place?
I don't know. You tell me.
It takes place on an island.
Ooh, a desert island.
It's not a desert island. It's something much better than a desert island.
What type of island then?
I can't tell you. You're gonna have to wait to play my game before you find out.
Don't tell me we're like going fucking battle royale on this shit next.
Oh no, trust me. My game is nothing like the Hunger Games. Okay.
Anyways,
Go ahead.
What were you gonna say, Mooney?
I was like gonna say, we're not bringing that rip off into this.
No. Yeah, no. This will not be like Squid Games either. It's gonna be the exact same game except it takes place on an island with different characters.
ew, I hope my character is like that.
Well, I mean, you'll definitely see
We'll
like
see.
all the new
Yeah.
characters when that happens. But first, we have to take care of making sure that Maya's okay, and then trying to get Matt the ultimate punishment that he deserves.
Right.
Because you know that cocky guy, he's just sitting over there drinking his apple juice, just snarling at us. All right, well.
Episode of Ace Attorney.
Yeah, so next week we'll be finishing Ace Attorney, and then we got our New Year's stream where I will be playing every single course on Mario Kart 8, because now all the courses have been released.
Woo.
Ooh.
So yeah, I'll definitely do that, unless of course anything major comes up, and I'll be like, hey, I'll have to wait till New Year's Day to do it, but doesn't look like that's going to be the case. But anyway. Good night, everyone. Hopefully, all of you enjoy the 25th or the 24th, depending on how you're
Or the
spending your day.
26th.
26
So-
is Kwanzaa.
So Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Boxing Day, and whatever holidays that come with this.
Yeah, until New Year's rolls around, which is my favorite holiday. So,
And then it's Sylph Day.
and then it's Sylph Day,
Yeah.
which we're gonna do a stream for Sylph Day.
You just gotta figure out what Phil wants.
Yeah, they'll tell us what they want. So until then, good night, people. We'll catch you later.